They was cool with me. It's cool. It's okay. Now, do I have to put them together? I don't have to bring them together. It's enough time in the day. And you can restrict yourself if you want to, but I'm not going to restrict myself. I'm not going to restrict myself. I can't talk to this person because you have a personal problem, because you and the girl or this and that. You got all this stuff going on. Or you might see somebody say, oh, this girl is not this girl is not that. It's like you forgot, you left out to you. You know what I'm saying? To me, it might be a different thing.
Yep.
And that's a big problem that we have, and I can't speak for everybody, but if you're around a lot of the other cultures, they doing business. They can be done cuss each other out every day, this and that. But when it comes time to sit across from each other, man, they gonna put that paperwork, they gonna do this, they gonna do that. Our culture, man, I ain't coming. I ain't doing it. And when we say why are we so far behind, look at all the little things, because man, we some sharp people, man. We're very sharp. But we're not sharp when it comes to
Mentality.
the mentality. Because we sit up there and we restrict ourselves. It's like, you say you're in your own way.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we're in our own way. Not saying all the time, but sometimes we're in our own way. And then you look at the dude that he could be like square, or he could be somebody that's not the most cool dude, but he's steady elevating, He's just playing that game the right way.
Playing the game.
He positioned himself, and now you see him being the big dog, the boss. And you're like, hey, how you get there? And you can sit up and do all the talking you want to, but he's there. And not saying that you have to suck up to people, not saying that you have to be something you're not. I just think that you have to understand, look, man, this whole thing is about people. If it's 300 million people in the U.S., I want to connect with every one of them. But if I say, man, I only deal with males, I just eliminate some.
Yeah.
I only deal with blacks. I eliminate myself. I only deal with this. Every time we sit up there and put a restriction on something, we cut ourselves out of an opportunity. And that's one thing that I try to be more conscious of. It's like, I'm not gonna say you're supposed to deal with the bad people.
Right.
And what you deem as bad that's a personal decision. You can say, okay, this dude is bad, or it's not good for me, or this and that. But let it be real. Let it be something where it really has some substance. And you say, I really can't take it. Now, if you say, oh, I'm only going to deal with this type of person, okay, cool. Be willing to accept. I don't want you sitting right here saying, oh, my friends don't support me. Oh, these people. Listen, dude, you don't support yourself because you restricted yourself. I don't want to see all that. You know what I'm saying? So I just think in this world, everybody needs each other, and at different points of life, not saying that you have to go over there and be this. They're like, oh, this dude over here acting this or he acting that. Nah, dog, like this dude understand what he's trying to accomplish.
I can't help. I'm such a football fanatic, man, and a fan. I gotta ask you some football stuff, and then we're gonna jump back on some business here in a second. But bro, you played on one of the most prolific offenses in NFL history. Bro, you had Peyton Manning, Reggie Wayne, Marvin Harrison. Just a lethal offense. Why the hell did you go to Arizona?
Well, football is a business. It's a business, and it comes down to, dog, do you know your worth? If I told you, listen, man, I like you as a person, but it's out of my hands, and I need you to work for this amount. But anywhere else, you're worth this amount. You put in a lot of work.
Right.
Then you go back to the basis of what you're coming from. Like, I'm coming from nothing, so every dollar means something to me.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to understand, when you walk into that NFL world, it's a business. Take the personal out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I've always took the personal out of it. The coach, the coach, that's my organization. They can really do no wrong to me. They've been too good to me, regardless. So when it comes times to make a business decision, You can't make a personal decision. You can't sit up and say, man, well, I'm Edge. I love this place. I love this and love that. It's still a business. You remember what I came to? I walked into a business first.
Right.
And so business becomes first. Business before personal. And always keep it in that order. Sometimes people put personal before business. You can't do that. So for myself, it's like I understand that we have a salary cap. There's rules that's in place. There's only so much a team can allocate to certain players. And if I'm a player and if I sit up there and say, dang, I want this and I deserve this and I put in all this work to do this, but on the business side, this would tear down the team. Mm-hmm. This would make us a franchise that wouldn't be able to produce.